No. Okay. I've been gone for a couple days, I know. I left all you guys massive cliffhanger, obviously. But now I am here. Nom, nom, nom. Very funny. The guy who sounds like Lonk. Humor 100. Why are you here? I don't know. Gonna be streaming. Actually, you know what'd be funny? Let me see if I can get him. If I can get him, then we might do something live. Okay, well, anyway. I did not get a Pringles and a Coca-Cola, unfortunately. Did you buy the Switch too? No. It ran over my dog and crashed the stock market. There is no more stocks to market. Okay, they don't seem to be online, damn it. Oh well. Does the Nintendo Switch 2 have enough protein for bulking season? No. The Nintendo Switch 2 doesn't lift. And I love all these losers online that are posting videos and pictures of them buying the same games that they already own for the Switch, just buying them for the Switch 2. This is basic ass consumer shit. And I hope all of them feel bad. I hope they all feel bad about what they're doing. I hope none of them gets a good night's sleep. I hope no one tucks them in. It ran over my dog and crashed the stock market. In fact, not only did it do that, the Switch 2 poisoned our water supply, burned our crops, and delivered a plague unto our houses, so. Calm down? No. No, fuck the Switch 2. You should feel bad about the Switch 2. If you bought it, you are directly contributing to the gaming industry becoming worse. Because of you and everyone else who bought this kind of dumbass shit. Things will be more expensive now. At least we got 60 FPS on Zelda now. You know what's crazy? You know what's insane about the Switch 2? You know what's wild about it? Wait, okay, no, actually, though. There's no way that, that the Switch 2 is the first Nintendo console to have 60 FPS. Because that would just be too sad, honestly. Massive Nintendo ill. Or L. What's worse, Nintendo Switch 2 or Marvel Rivals? Fucking, you know, Marvel Rivals isn't making the gaming industry worse actively. You're saying that's not how that works? Okay, this is how it works, right? And we have proof of this working as well, by the way. This is literally how it works, but essentially, this is how it works. you have Nintendo, right? And they quietly announced, not quietly because it was, but you know, fuck, what was I talking about? Okay, yeah. Nintendo makes games $80, right? Guess what? Guess what Xbox is gonna do? Guess what Sony's gonna do? $80 games. Nintendo charges $500 for outdated hardware. I guarantee you the Switch 2 is still probably weaker than even like the Xbox Series X console on launch. I guarantee it. I'd bet money on that, probably. There. Why is there only 7 viewers? I don't know. Promote the stream if you want more viewers. I'm just here to vent my frustrations about the Switch 2 because I hate it. I will never shut up about it. You should feel bad if you help spread this shit. Goku versus Alien X. Here's the thing. If you think that Alien X is hyperversal, he beats Dragon Ball Super Goku. Unless you take into account Raleigh, who is high hyper. And then MUI Goku should scale above that, so... MUI Goku would destroy... what was I talking about? Hold on. Yeah, MUI Goku would 100% destroy. Wait, what the fuck was I talking about? No, seriously, hold on. I keep okay. If you think that Goku scales above Arale, he beats Ben 10, 100%. Not even close. Above his dimensionality. Oh. All of these people online, like, honestly, like, you know that like Scar from The Lion King, where he's like, I'm surrounded by idiots. That's me on Twitter, like, every day. Whenever I see anything about the Switch 2, I am surrounded by the dumbest people on planet Earth. $1,500 for one new game and one good game. This is the worst console launch ever. And people are going to eat it up. Ugh, I fucking hate this timeline. Yes, literally. It is just what PlayStation does, except at least PlayStation has the decency to release good games. At bare minimum, PlayStation releases a good game with their new console. Nintendo doesn't do that. Nintendo was deadass like, what if we released a shit racing game? Play Yakuza? 100%. You should play Yakuza. Exactly. $500 for, and then to buy $80 games. Would I rather? Sonic 06 is like $3 on the Xbox 360 store, dog. I would much rather buy and play through the entirety of Sonic 06 than buy a Nintendo Switch 2. Yummers. But yeah. What's the background music? This is Sonic music, Doug. Let's see. I believe this specific track is Sweet Mountain Act 2 from Sonic Colors. Is Goku Complex multiversal? You can argue it. You know what's crazy? You know what's insane? You know what's insane? You know how much the Switch 2 costs in Japan? You know how much it costs in fucking Japan? Let's see if I can find the price that they listed for this. I have to fucking subscribe to your dumb ass fucking The Nintendo Switch in Japan only costs $330. And the $500 price tag for the United States, that wasn't because of tariffs. That was before tariffs. They just hate you. They hate you. And all these people online that are sucking Nintendo off. They're just chomping down on that meat. They want their fucking... No. Is the N-word allowed in my server? Absolutely the fuck not. Also, it's not my server. Ask Plushie. Oh, right, I forgot. That reminds me. Boop. You should join the Discord. How can I blame Nintendo? I can blame Nintendo because they charged the price. And I can hate the people buying it because they're stupid. Like, have you guys ever seen Invader Zim? Where everyone's just, like, literally just the dumbest you can possibly imagine anyone to be? That's how I feel every day on the internet. Or like Postal, where like everyone is again like just really dumb. Like I literally like that is me right now. I feel as if I am right there. But yeah. But Mario, fuck Mario. Mario hasn't. Here's the thing, right? Mario hasn't had a new game since 2017. Everything else has been like Mario has not had a mainline release since 2017. Like he's had other games, like Super Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Oh wait, was Wonder supposed to be the new game? Was that it? Is that what it was supposed to be? I guess, but like, damn, that is such a regression of the gameplay formula. That's crazy. Oh well, I guess. Berserk 2016 has worse CGI than the anime made to promote toys for Bandai made in 2011. Based. Did you also laugh when you saw what's happening between Elon and Trump? 100%. That shit was so funny. It gives me more of a reason to hate Elon Musk, too. Honestly, I think I dislike Elon Musk more than I dislike Trump. He's autistic. Yeah, and I want to punch him in the face. Some autistic people deserve to get punched. Some people. What happened between Trump and Elon? So basically, they got into a fight because Elon Musk wasn't allowed to control everything in the government. So we're saving that for later. But yeah. So what was I talking about? No, wait a minute. Okay, actually, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah, okay, what happened between Trump and Elon? So basically, Trump said no to Elon because Elon Musk wanted to cut down government spending by gutting a bill that was going to say yes to a bunch of stuff that, like, helps people. And then he was like, oh, but we have to save money somehow. We can't just spend all the government's money. And Trump was like, well, you know, there's this thing that we can do where we can gut literally all of your government contracts. That'll save us a ton of money. And Elon was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll just shut everything down because you guys want to be so stinky. Basically, it's like two children fighting. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. It's two children fighting, and basically just saying, well, I'm not going to share my toys if you don't share if you don't share your toys. That is literally just what is happening. I got a Switch too. I have opinions. Guys, we aren't supposed to hate our enemies, but pray for them. Okay, well, yeah, you're right, but, like, at the same time, dog, like, I don't know. Some of these people, you know, I have a feeling that praying isn't gonna work on them, you know? Especially when they, like, openly mock and abuse religious texts for their own agendas, so... Literally how I feel. Hold on, I just found the perfect... Like, even Jesus, like let's not pretend like he was, like, okay, when he saw that people were trading and profiting and tax collecting and all that stuff inside of the temple of God, like man did not just go like, well, I hope I'm going to pray for them. Nah, man went in there. And, like, okay, so there's this thing with the fig tree, right? And the fig tree wasn't producing any fruit, so he cursed it to die. So based. And, like, that's me with Elon and Trump. Ah, holy shit, okay. Hello there, Mr. Scyther Lasher. Would you be willing to do some Guilty Gear power scaling in the future? Battle versus Wiki doesn't do it justice, and other YouTubers are not great. Potentially. Because I do like Guilty Gear. Zato is my favorite character. I love Zato. Zato 1. And he never gets any attention merch-wise, but fucking Bridget gets fucking... Most Bridget fans haven't even played Guilty Gear. Low-key, I think they milk Bridget because, like, Twitter people. Because, honest, like low-key, if I was in charge, you know, I'd be like, okay, so, Zato 1 merch only? So, yeah, we'll put you right there. Why? Why would I get canceled? I have, like, 5 different shields for being canceled, okay? Gay, autistic, ADHD, you know. I could probably think of more if I tried, but I'm not going to. What was the topic of debate that you had in VC like an hour ago? I don't know. Yeah, it was Sonic versus Mario. Came to the conclusion that Mario is probably 6D, so that's kind of an increase from my, you know. But yeah. Yeah, 100%. You need to get like some people need to just get like smacked in the face. Just hate society? Exactly. Look, guys, my sexuality is multiple choice. Depends on what I'm feeling. You know, some men are pretty hot. Like, let's be honest here for a second. You know, like Aizen from Bleach, like low key. Would 100%. But yeah, I can't get canceled. I'm cancel proof. I'm also just really based, so. Should also mention, disliking Bridget has nothing. I presume that's what you're referring to anyway. Disliking Bridget has nothing to do with the fact that they are transgender, by the way. It purely has to do with the fact that she is just not that interesting, low-key, like, realistically speaking. She's no Zato, you know? She's not, like, let's be realistic here. She's no happy chaos, you know? I think even, like, Ski? What's his name, actually? I need to verify. Is his name Kai Kiski? I'm never gonna be able to pronounce that. Kai Kisuki. I think that's his name. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think even he has more going on than Bridget does, and he's like he's just a Catholic man. He's just Catholic. Why are your streams always the most random shit ever? Because, dog, like, it's funny. What is the best 60 FPS Nintendo game? Mario Kart 64. You can run it to 60 FPS on emulators. So peak. Best Mario Kart game. There will never be a game as good as Mario Kart 64 in the Mario Kart franchise. Cool. Numbers. Goku holding Strive together. That was really funny, yeah. Talk about the Switch 2 and tell us why we should buy a Retroid Pocket 5 to emulate Sonic Adventure 2. Here's the thing, right? You don't even need that to emulate Sonic Adventure 2. I use fucking like RetroArch, and it runs buttery smooth as long as, you know, my computer isn't fucking crashing. But yeah, low key. The Switch 2, stinky, very bad, no good. So here's the thing about the Switch 2, right? Its success will 100% impact gaming going forward. And honestly, like, I am like, okay, there's two things here, right? One, either, okay, so fuck, okay, there's two things, right? One, either the Nintendo Switch 2 does well, and you know, it kind of gets to a point where like other studios get behind that, right? Or, you know, here's the other one. Here's the one I'm hoping for. Nintendo Switch 2 does well. Other gaming companies back it up and start doing the same thing, right? And then after that, you know, the gaming industry as a whole just collapses in on itself. Just completely. Like, the entire thing is gone. Like, the entire thing buckles under its weight, collapses. And then indie gaming will finally take center stage. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I want. But will it happen? If it doesn't happen, I will make it happen. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Hourly charges for GTA 6? Yes, literally! The Switch 2 is a Steam Deck victim? 100%. I'm guessing you watch... No, Sheev Talks is a fucking loser. Fuck Sheev Talks. Man doesn't like anything, apparently. And he rubs elbows with, like, the critical drinker, who's a fucking... who's not good at his job. Yeah, Sheev Talks is a loser. His titles are funny. But other than that, like, I don't know if this guy, like, enjoys anything. Loki, I think he's, like, cut from the same vine as, like, the critical drinker and, like, Nerdrotic and all that. Okay, he has one video on Better Call Saul, and it's good, apparently. Like, yeah, like, he really seems like one of those guys that just kind of, yeah, Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back does not hold up. Like, maybe if you're stupid. But yeah, Bridget's boring, Zato better, Happy Chaos better. Am I going to watch the Summer Games Fest so I can feel even worse about how the current gaming industry is? I don't know, maybe. If I want to feel even worse today, I'll tune in. Do you want anything from McDonald's? Borgar? Even even I think, what's his name? His name is Faust, right? Dr. Faust? Faust got way more going on than Bridget ever will. And okay, let's look up like Faust merch. Guilty Gear, you know? Let's just have a little fun. Let's see. We got a t-shirt. Yeah, we got a shirt. We got a couple shirts. We got a hoodie. Let's see. We got a little keychain. And we got some playing cards. I think that's it. Yeah, that's kind of it. You got some off-brand plushies too. Now, you know, let's look up Zato 1 merch. You know, the interesting characters. You know, the good characters. You know, we got nothing. Nothing. All of this looks like off-brand merch, but you know, if you wanted to assume all of it was officially licensed, you know, you got some pretty good T-shirts going on. You know, but other than that, nothing really going on. Now, you know, just for shits and giggles, you know, let's look up Bridget merch for Guilty Gear, you know, just to see what we're playing with, you know. Oh wow, that's a lot of keychains, a yo-yo. You got her teddy bear playing cards. You got plushies of her. There are statues and figurines, and you know, like I just can't help but notice like there's a disproportionate amount of merchandise. You know that meme where it's the fat guy drinking from the pipe, and then the skinny guy is like just surviving off the droplets. That's Bridget and the rest of the Guilty Gear cast. She might have more merch than Soul Bad Guy, honestly. So. Yeah, Sheev Talks is so pretentious. So, that's why a lot of film critics are pretentious. Like, even my goats, you know? Even some of my goats. Like, Dumbsville, like, why the fuck is Dumbsville acting so pretentious on Twitter sometimes, dog? No, actually, he hasn't been on his Twitter in a while, so that's fair enough, I suppose, but... Yeah. Is Dragonic Saiyan a friend of mine? Yeah, kinda. Yeah, the one kid gets saved with all the others. That is literally what is happening. Oh, like, okay, you know, yeah, let's find out. Soul Bad Guy merch. Let's find out. This already isn't looking good. Yeah, we got a couple T-shirts. Yeah, T-shirts. There's an off-brand plush. There's an off-brand statue. It is actually pretty good looking, now that I'm looking at it, so it might be officially licensed, but yeah, he doesn't have anything close to the kind of merch Bridget has. How did I get into power scaling? So basically, right, there was, so I like Dragon Ball, right? And I was like, okay, so who would win in a fight? Goku from Dragon Ball GT or Goku from Dragon Ball Super? And I was like, okay, so looked at the facts, and I was like, okay, well, I think GT Goku would probably win based on everything I know. And people were so quick to call me out, and they were like, no, are you stupid? Of course not. No, Super Goku destroys GT Goku. And I was like, okay, well, wait a minute, you know, let's not be too hasty, like here's the facts, here's the evidence, you know. And they were just gonna like, no, nuh-uh, you're stupid. This is Bridget, by the way, the yo-yo girl from fucking Guilty Gear. I was like, well, okay, let me get some more scans, some more statements, let me get all the feats and everything, and let's kind of debate this. And that's kind of how I fell into this endless rabbit hole. Now, am I saying that the company behind Guilty Gear is queer baiting? Maybe. like, let's be realistic here, you know, like let's be honest. I'm sure the people behind Guilty Gear, like the writers, like they were like, man, this is just going to be an interesting character. But Arc's system works, you know. They saw an opportunity and they decided to profit. Like, I'm just saying, like. She's just mid. I don't know if I'd say mid. She's pretty cute, but also status on her is dubious, so I won't say anything else. But yeah. ADHD? Yes, I suffer from ADHD, 100%. I don't know anything. I don't know. Don't look at me, dog. I don't know nothing about this. Crap. Okay, I accidentally clicked into Postal 2. But yeah, don't look at me. I know nothing about this. Let's get her off. But yeah, I know nothing about how any of that stuff works. Could Mr. Satan survive as a FNAF night guard? Here's the thing about Mr. Satan, right? He's actually very good at keeping it together under pressure. So, and when you look at their actual feats, right? The animatronics are never going to stuff him into literally anything. Oh, blowing up with a stat advantage. Okay. Where's the TN gif? Oh, God, no! That's right. I completely forgot. I completely forgot about the TN gifs. I hope I'm not too late to set my demons straight. Yeah, here they are. Okay, good. Okay, we still got the 10 shithound gifs. They'll kind of go over here. I forgot that I was going to do that every stream from now on. There we are. Okay. Current Rebirth Superman versus Sonicverse. I don't scale DC, so I have no idea. Let's see. Did I hear something about Postal 2? Yes, I love Postal 2. Always playing Postal 2. But yeah, 100%. Mr. Satan can definitely survive as a FNAF security guard. He's actually very good at keeping himself composed under pressure, so it's not like he's going to freak out. He's actually quite good on top of that. But yeah, nah, I love TN. Just that I will never stop going on about how funny it is that that Gohan tried to murder him. Thoughts on Nintendo as a company as a whole? Fuck Nintendo. I fucking hate Nintendo. Here's the thing about Nintendo, right? Not only are they an asshole when it comes to, like, content creators trying to make reviews about their games, right? That's already pretty bad. Not only are they assholes about fan games, you know, that's why you never see any Mario fan games, never see any Legend of Zelda fan games, because they always get shot down by Nintendo. Pokemon fan games, like, kinda, a little more, but, like, not really. Even then, like, Pokemon Uranium got shot down, from what I remember. So, yeah, like, it's not like these, compare that to, you know, Saga, you know, with, you know, they let people, like, I think the biggest Mario fan game is Super Mario 63. And it's a Flash game, Doug. Yeah, it's a Flash game. So, like, what does that say about Nintendo, right? This is basically the ultimate Flash Sonic for Mario. And, fucking, yeah. So here's kind of the What would I do if Sega releases a console? Deep throated, dog. Like low key. Like if they released a Dreamcast Mini with like both Sonic Adventure games on it, I would be the happiest man on earth. I think I'd legitimately like. I'd get up and dance, dog. I would be glazing Sega till no tomorrow. But yeah, you know, not only are Nintendo, you know, greedy as fuck, also charging $500 for a console that's still weak as hell compared to the current hardware we got. Nintendo's just bad at being a console developer. It's true that their games are fun, but like, let's be realistic here for a second. Here's basically the situation Sega has been in. Not Sega. Nintendo has been in since the fucking Wii. Because Nintendo looked at HD gaming, right, and was like, nah, it's not going to catch on. And guess what? They're still behind in terms of console power. Still behind. So, but realistically speaking, if we're being entirely honest here, Nintendo's just a Nintendo's like worst company ever. No, thank you, very bad. Hercule can't take bullets. Well, guess what? Hercule is very inconsistent, shall we say? And you could unironically argue that guns in Dragon Ball just got stronger. Like, you know the Hyper Gun from the Red Ribbon Army Saga? You probably don't, but you know, like the Hyper Gun from the Red Ribbon's Army arc? Like honestly, like that might just be all guns in Dragon Ball now, and it would honestly make sense. If you wanted to say that guns in Dragon Ball got more powerful. And there would really be nothing contradicting that either. In fact, the series only seems to support it, so. You could argue that the gun that Hercule got shot with is just way stronger. Oh yeah, I forgot. Outer FNAF, you know, they solo the verse. Yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, what's going on? Can't beat the Steam Deck in specs. Literally, that's how bad Nintendo... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Can you react to death battle matchup pitches? What would that kind of look like? Like, honestly, I've thought of making kind of something like that. Where I'm like, okay, this would be my top 5, we'll say, JJK matchups for Death Battle. And it'd be like Yuji versus Gon, probably. Gojo versus Aizen, you know, just a bunch of stuff that I think would be really cool. Narratively and in terms of like a fight animation. Like if they got Moro to work on Gojo versus Aizen, like you know how hard that would go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go into my subscriptions, and if I see anyone with a Switch 2, looks like they're getting unsubscribbled. They're not going to miss me, but, you know, least I can do. But, yeah. Kirby versus Yoshi? Goodness. Yeah, we can imagine alternate timelines, but we're stuck with the one we got. We can imagine a world where Sega stayed in the console market and released a better Switch 2 that was a lot cheaper, but probably not gonna happen. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow. But yeah. So saying that's near the power level, what the fuck? Hold on. Whatever, I'm not, yeah. Alright, people who donated to the Kickstarter, one of the perks was getting the chance to pitch your matchup in a call, or some of them recorded the pitches. Damn, maybe I should have done that. If I had known about that, I definitely would have done that, 100%. If I had known that they were doing that, well, no, because I got my start on YouTube for, because I debunked the first death battle that came out. But, you know, like, if I had known, and if I had the money, 100%, I would have donated, and I would have pitched, like, the worst matchup ever. 100% would have fumbled the fuck out of it. But, you know, if like now, today, modern me did that, like, I think I could make a great pitch for some brilliant stuff. How about you make a live dedicated to scale any character the viewers say? I don't know, maybe. That kind of stuff is a little... You got some questions, but... Can you debunk the death battle between Metal Sonic and Zero? Maybe. Ugh, goodness. But yeah, I think I've said everything I can about the Switch 2. Stinky, don't like it. If you buy it, I hope you understand your influence on the gaming industry and how much worse everything will be after. Also, low-key, hoping the gaming industry collapses. Praying for indie developers to take over. The future of gaming will be PC. Where was I the last 2 days? Private matters. We'll put it at that. We'll leave it at that. Private matters. You know. Let's just say there's probably a reason. What the fuck? Okay, well, anyway. I'm not even gonna hide it. I'm not gonna pretend. I'm gonna be honest. I love raining on people's fun. I love it so much. You know the quit having fun meme? No, that's me, but like I do it with a smile every time. People are enjoying the Switch too. Stop having fun right the fuck now. Don't you dare ever compliment Nintendo again on anything, or I will hunt you down. Maybe not to that level, but it like, you know. But yeah. Why you change your voice? What do you mean? Okay. I was watching Tokyo Ghoul. Yeah. Let people enjoy things while I enjoy being a hater. That's literally me. Let me enjoy what I do. Oh, damn. Okay, ow. But yeah, shut up. Shut up. I was watching Tokyo Ghoul because Tokyo Ghoul is peak. Unfortunately, I don't know who any of those people are. Omori versus Room, Wonder of You versus SCP-096. Like, yeah, I don't know who any of those good people are. Am I a furry? Kind of. Oh, let's see. I hope the Switch 2 fails. Based. I'm so based. Why do you change your voice? Okay, so this is... Okay, so... There's this thing called range, right? And I actually have a lot of range with my voice, so... Like, okay, so talking like here, right? And then I can go up to here and kind of... Like, this is something closer to what I would use in a video, probably? Or maybe something more like this, but... It's all about range and all that. Kind of basic, like, voice acting stuff, but yeah. Ignoring your question on purpose? What are you talking about? Just a Lonks ripoff? Absolutely not. No, I can't. I'm not gonna say that. Oh, yeah, that's going in the bookmarks. You can use your smartphone as a webcam on the Switch too. Wow, that's super pointless. People who buy the Switch 2, they are the reason why McChickens cost $3.49. They are the reason why hash browns cost $5 now. It used to be 2 for $1, by the way. They are the reason why I have to fork out $12 every time I don't want to cook. Cell Jr. versus Goku in the Cell Saga? I'm gonna be honest with you. Even if Goku wasn't tired, even if Goku used his full strength, the Cell Juniors are stated to be around Cell's level. Like, and Goku is not as strong as Cell. I don't know where this agenda came from, but like Goku was not stronger than Gohan. Goku was not stronger than Cell. Goku would get his ass kicked by Cell if Cell was actually trying. If the Cell Juniors were actually trying, you know, because they weren't trying. They just objectively were not trying. If they were trying, though, like let's be realistic here. If they were trying, everyone would die. Like Tien and Krillin and Yamcha, like dead. All dead. Dead. Infinite dead. Hey. None of that. Don't gloat or anything, you know. Try to, like be humble, Doug. When I say this, it is literally only because I am I have a literal PhD in Dragon Ball. So, like, I know these things like the back of my hand because I'm a nerd. Like, yeah. When wasn't Gohan able to one-shot Cell if he was able to do... You do understand he did that with Super Saiyan 2, right? And I said near the level of Cell, not the same level as Cell. And Gohan, honestly, could have one-shot Cell, and he didn't. Because he was overconfident and he played with Cell. Like that's like people always forget that, and people are always like I've debated the Cell Saga, and I'm gonna be completely honest here. I don't think there's anyone in the world that can scale the Cell Saga like I can. I'm gonna be honest with you. At least not the Cell games. The Cell games, definitely not. But yeah, that's just me. Death Battles Simon versus Kyle. It was pretty good. Kyle, both of them get mogged by Goku though, so. Scale the Cell Saga? Okay, so the strongest character in the manga at the beginning of the Cell games is Cell. He's the strongest. He's stronger than Gohan. This is something people debate. He's just objectively stronger than Gohan. Pretty much every source you cite in favor of Gohan, they don't exist. They're not real. All of it's Cell. Daizenshuu says this. The back of the manga covers say this. You know, yeah, even Goku says it. Goku says that Gohan needs to get angry to beat Cell. So that implies that he's above his normal kind of base Super Saiyan state. Gohan with his Rage Amp, though, is stronger than Cell. But normally speaking, Cell is stronger. When Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2, he's stronger than Cell, obviously. And then when Cell goes Super Perfect Cell, he's stronger than Gohan. This is actually just directly stated in Daizenshuu. And then when Gohan with his Rage Amps, stronger than Super Perfect Cell. Even while at half power, you could argue that Super Saiyan 2 Gohan in the Cell games is stronger than Fat Buu. Because Goku says that nobody can beat Gohan when he gets angry. He says no one can beat you. There's not a single kind of guy that can ever beat you, Gohan, when you get angry. Which does mean, like honestly, even above Super Saiyan 3 Goku, And this is actually backed up in El Manga Legendario, which states that Gohan's rage boosts are like potential boosts. So it's kind of the same thing as if like Gohan got his ultimate form unlocked. So Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is probably closer to Ultimate Gohan than people think. Why do I hate prep time debates? He didn't know Fat Boo existed. Yes, he did. Goku says that to Gohan after sensing Fat Boo inside of the inside of his little containment ball, and that was a weaker Fat Boo. Because if you remember, Fat Boo at that point was kind of getting kicked around by even like Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, Super Saiyan 2 Majin Vegeta. But again, like Goku, who has Super Saiyan 3 in his back pocket, thinks that no one could beat Gohan if Gohan got angry. No one. And he says this. Like, it's a weird statement unless you kind of think about it and you're like, well, damn. According to Goku, anyway, Gohan, when he gets angry as a Super Saiyan 2, might be stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Yeah. Yeah. Super Saiyan 2 normal Gohan without rage amps versus Super Perfect Cell. It's pretty close because Gohan was clashing beams with a Cell that wasn't really trying. He was clashing beams with that. That's pretty funny. Yeah, he was clashing beams with a Super Perfect Cell that wasn't really trying, with only half his chi. So yeah. Seth's video on Gohan versus Cell. That's a very good video, actually. But in my opinion, I think my interpretation just makes more sense. Ideally, an explanation should take into account everything. Like, that's what I try to do with all my scaling. I take everything into account and try to make it work together. And I think that's the most accurate kind of way to power scale, but that's up to you, of course. See, we've been streaming for about an hour, so we might wrap up soon, but yeah. Asta versus Battle of Gods Vegeta versus Kid Buu. I'm gonna be honest with you for a second. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to say Kid Buu, but it's kind of weird because the only thing we have for Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta when he gets rage amped would be that he's stronger than Goku, who is still weaker than Kid Buu, by the way. So. And then probably Beerus, his performance against Beerus, probably. But honestly, like, even Kid Buu, there's a line from the anime where Vegeta kind of says that Kid Buu wouldn't get one shot by Beerus. So, like, honestly, it's kind of up in the air. How far does Classic Hypersonic get in Dragon Ball? Honestly, I think he's probably, like, Buu Saga victim. Again, like, it's always the Buu Saga. Every single time. No one can ever get past the Buu Saga. Super Goku versus GT Goku release date? Eventually. Yeah. Yeah, not only was Gohan weakened, but Gohan was mentally nerfing himself. And Goku kind of had to tell him, like, lock in. Like, dog, if you're at half power and you're clashing beams with him, like, you got this, dog. I love how in India, the Arizona tea cans still say 99 cents, but they charge $6 for them. I'm putting this in the Discord, which, by the way, you should join the Discord. But yeah. Modern Sonic and Dragon Ball Super clears. Gojo versus Kaido? Fuck Kaido. Fuck Kaido. Would you rather have to believe drip sauce scaling or buy the Switch 2? Dog, at least the Switch 2 has games on it. At least I get something out of the Switch 2. I get nothing out of buying, believing drip sauce. Yeah, Gojo beats Kaido. Usually if it's a one-on-one, bet on Kaido, but here's the thing. Kaido don't got nothing for any of Gojo's hacks. Kaido ain't doing anything to Gojo. The Sentry? Dog, fuck the Sentry. Sentry's weak as fuck. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, anyway, I don't scale the comics, so who knows. Maybe he's really strong, but I don't care. But yeah, let's see. We have a stream over an hour. I don't got anything for you guys. If you guys got anything for me, probably get it out now. I'm a little sleepy. What are things that I just don't like drip sauce as a person, dog? He's so, like I hate him, dog. I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate him. Like I think he's stupid as hell. I think he's like the worst scaler. Like everything I say about like Lonk and Goji and like all those other guys during the stream, those are jokes. I actually feel that way about Drip. So yeah. Detbird, hello there. Kaido versus All Might. It's pretty hard to make an argument for All Might there, actually. Kaido's probably got that. Is the PS2 a retro console? Yes, it is. Fuckhead. Is Movie Shadow stronger than Movie Sonic? Movie Sonic's debatably stronger. Without the inhibitor rings, though, Movie Shadow is stronger, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully a new video will be out tomorrow. Maybe today, honestly, but probably tomorrow. It's a video covering Mark versus Deku that I did with the Invincible scaler, so look out for that. The editing isn't anything crazy. Doomslayer is a TOP victim, honestly. But yeah. Opinion on middle track. Name sounds familiar, but my memory's a little fuzzy right now. If I remember correctly, I don't like him, but maybe. Yeah. Oh yeah, no opinion on middle track. Never watched. No. I watched his video on How Strong is Teen Goku. I thought it was very low-key. Kind of thought that excuse me. Low-key kind of thought that he just kind of took everything at its highest possible interpretation and went from there. So yeah. Holy shit. Okay, hello there. Sentry, in terms of strength, can fight Galactus to a standstill, but like everyone can do that, dog. Like, dog. Let's be realistic here. Who hasn't beat Galactus in a fight in the comics? You know. But yeah, he also used reality manipulation to make everyone in the Marvel universe forget who he was. So yeah, Sentry's pretty strong. Against the Sonic universe, though, I don't know how far that's gonna take him. Unless like. Probably pretty deep, but like I don't. You know, if you want to use some higher interpretation Sonic scaling, Sentry probably can't beat like Frontier Sonic. That's just where I'm standing, though. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. We'll put you right there. Make yours a little bigger. Oh shit. Boop. There we are. But yeah, so good. Unk is past his bedtime. Shut up. Oh, thank you for the donation also, Mr. iPack. Pack God. I don't know. Galactus is the Yamcha of the Marvel Comics. That's what it feels like, dog. Like, everyone beats him in a fight. Like isn't Galactus supposed to be like the final threat, the final big bad? Like, can we be honest for a second, dog? Like, I don't know, like sometimes some of these guys kind of like you know what I'm saying, probably. You're picking up what I'm putting down, right? Anyway, follow me on Twitter. I slander Madara on Twitter. If you like Madara slander, which I know you do, 100% follow me on Twitter. MCU versus Super Neo Metal Sonic. Dude, Neo Metal Sonic destroys the MCU. Boobs. But yeah. My guinea pig beat Galactus. Yeah, that's literally what happens in some of these comics. Somebody said in comments that Doflamingo is stronger than the Admirals. That's cap. 100% that's cap. Let's see, fuck, I can't remember what I'm talking about. Wait. Wait a minute, what was I talking about? What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Doflamingo is not stronger than the Admirals. Ultron versus Cell. Ultron versus Perfect Cell. Ultron beats Cell, 100%. Neo Metal versus Marvel. I don't know enough about Marvel to give you a good answer, Doug. Probably not beating, you know, like the top tiers, but whatever. Scales layers into Boundless as a low ball. The meat riding. The absolute dick gobbling. But yeah. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna downplay Marvel even more now. Goes against the Avengers. Not really. Like, where do they scale? Like, dog. Like all these people, every day, they're always like, oh, this, that, this. Fucking Iron Man's fucking outer. Fucking Glup Shido scales endless layers into Boundless. Like, I don't care. Like if I can be so real with you for a second, I don't care about Marvel scaling. I do not care. Don't care about DC scaling. I do not care. Because fucking everyone. Fucking, like, everyone has, like, one. There's no consistency. There's no scale. There is no scale for power scaling. Like, honestly, like, let's be realistic for a second here. There is nothing in terms of this kind of fucking scaling. Is it true that power scalers don't shower? I got out of the shower like a couple hours ago, so I don't know what you're on about. Now you're fine. Like, it doesn't... Nothing against you. It's just against the writers of Marvel for not, like when something goes on for 100 years, you know, like, sure. Yeah, you can't keep everything consistent. You know, some things are going to get flubbed, but, like, why would you ever, like, okay, obviously, like, money, you know, you want people to buy the issue, so, like, Spider-Man fighting fucking the Living Tribunal would probably go hard. But let's be realistic here. Like, let's be completely honest. This is just kind of like straight up really dumb. Yeah, that's kind of that's my opinion on all that, but yeah. You're evil. I'm evil. You will find more outer statements from Marvel than Sonic has. Maybe because it's been maybe because Marvel was founded in. Hold on, let's Marvel founded. Fucking. Maybe because Marvel Comics was founded in 1939. You know, only like close to 100 years ago. That's probably why. You know. Fuck Marvel. I fucking hate Marvel. I hate Marvel. Hate DC. Their power scaling is fucking stupid. Yeah. In fact, you know what? From here on out, any DC or Marvel character instantly loses because their scaling is so bad. So, like, Goku versus Superman, Goku wins because I can actually scale Goku without having to fucking explain 1,100,000 anti-feats. But yeah, whatever. Where do we scale Spawn? I don't know. Probably outer, but Spawn kind of suffers from the same thing. Spawn is probably more inconsistent, honestly, but... Oh, goodness. Goodness. Yeah. What if I put DC versus Marvel? I don't know, they both die, I guess. How far does Dante get in Naruto? Clears. 100%. I see what you're doing, iPack, and we're gonna end stream before you can donate your fucking college funds. Okay, thank you for the... Is it Scarlet King victim? I don't scale SCP either for literally the exact same reason why I don't scale Marvel or DC. There's too much shit, and it's not fun. It's not interesting. You are super based for the donation, though, 100%. I keep all the donations I get in a folder that I sort throughout every stream. Yeah, we'll put that right there. Yeah, exactly. It's all nonsense. It's all pointless. All of it's so nothing. It's all nothingness. And when everyone scales to outer, no one does. Like, that's how I feel with Marvel and DC. But yeah. My favorite anime character, Denji. Or Goku, one of the two. It depends on the mood I'm in, but it's either Denji or Goku. Sometimes Ichigo's up there, but he's never, like, top 1. Yeah, so... I think we had a good stream. My back hurts, and I'm tired, and... Well, no, I'm not hungry. I just ate, but... Yeah. Any last-minute questions before we wrap up? Stop it! Stop donating! Do not! Do I use a laptop or a PC? You feel like a cool guy to hang out with IRL? Yeah, but, you know... No, probably. I'm very bad at conversating, but, you know, 100%. I feel like I'd be really chill to hang out with, but the issue is that I don't talk to people often. But yeah. I do appreciate that, though. Thank you. Yeah, low-key, like, my, when I'm not working... like, my days are spent walking, going to Barnes & Noble, walking back home. Like, I'm not super interesting, but I don't like, drama either, so. Do I use a laptop or PC? I use a laptop. Dante clears One Piece, dog. Where did people get this idea that Dante's weak? Dante is like 4D, dog. On Bat God. Who the fuck is Bat God? I don't know anything about Bat God. Never heard of this man in my life. Yeah, I got literally no idea what to say. How far does Goku get through the Archie Sonic verse? I don't know. Archie Sonic is like 9D, so you'd probably need to use N to Z Goku, realistically. But if you do, you know, kind of clears. If you use Dragon Ball Super Goku, though, kind of drops off as soon as people start scaling to the cosmology. So yeah. No, fuck you. I'm not listening to you. I'm not watching ReZero. That's so boring. Opinion on Silver versus Trunks. The death battle? I don't know. I don't scale Archie or Xenoverse, so I don't care. Like, I have no stakes in any of that. I don't scale. That's it. They both lose. Fuck it. Archie scaling, CC Goku, Xenoverse, Heroes. Fucking all of it goes in the same pile. None of it's good. It's not fun to scale. Everyone's fucking boundless or whatever. It's not fun. I don't have fun. There's no interesting inverse with any of those stories either. Like, all of it's boring. All of it's bad. I hate it. But whatever. Whatever. Yeah. That's it for stream. Thank you for tuning in. No, I don't think there will be a meat riding Devil and Chainsaw Man. I'm tired. Thank you for tuning in, though. Very much do appreciate all of you beautiful bastards coming in today.